And we are back live and just waiting for Dina to come back in.
Did you give her a text, Julianne? I don't have a signal on here.
Say what?
Did you let Dina know to join us?
Yes, I did. She is gonna, I'm assuming she's joining right now. I'm just waiting for her to pop in. Oh, yep, there she is. Okay, she should be connecting to audio in just a minute.
Here comes Chloe. I'm going to mute myself.
Welcome back, Dina.
Listen.
Can you guys see and hear me? I had to get on my phone. I couldn't get my hotspot to connect to my computer. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We went over the line by line, the staff surveys that were taken for the director. I think it doesn't get much better than that. It sounds like you're doing a great job in all the line items that you asked them. And the ways that the director can improve, it sounds like it's a resounding take time for yourself and relax more. The only thing that a couple people mentioned was lines of communication, making sure they stayed open between part-time and full-time, and the director, just keeping that going, and that it was going well, but keep it going. That sounded like the only, not even necessarily an improvement, but a positive comment about what you're doing with the staff. As far as the board goes, there were words tossed around like superb and marvelous and caring and compassionate and wonderful. We think you do a great job, and it's very obvious in the way you speak to your staff, the way your staff survey comes back, the way you write policy for your staff, that you really care for them. And even in their comments, they made the comment, that we know Dina cares about us as a staff, and that's valuable. We think you have done a fantastic job working from home virtually. You've gone above and beyond. The comment was made that you came into this whole pandemic situation with there was no guideline, nothing no structure for you to work with, and you did an amazing job shooting from the hip and making all this work, while at the same time balancing family situations at home. That we admire that the balance you found, and still competently directed a library while dealing with everything that you have had to deal with on a personal level this year. And as far as improvements from the board itself, we all agree none. Just keep doing what you're doing. And the only change we would make is we would request that you include a pay raise at 3% for yourself, effective January 1st. And that's a unanimous board decision. And I know when we talked pay raises, I think it was discussed that you said you would rather wait until after your director's evaluation. And so, having done that, we would now like to move forward.
I don't know what to say about that. I appreciate that. This has been a tough year. It's been a tough year for everybody, though. Everybody's had to adjust and make changes and be flexible. And the board has been great about learning how to meet virtually, and we are still able to communicate and keep those lines open. It's been great. My staff has been wonderful. They have just, adjusted and learned so many new things this year. And we really tried to keep our library services going. So hats off to them. I seriously, I am so blessed with a great team. I really am. And they're so supportive of one another, but they're also supportive of me. And it's just while we've had some really low lows this year and lots of worry and anxiety, we've had some amazing experiences and have grown closer as a staff. And lots of my staff have stepped up with leadership in leadership roles and are taking more of the burden off of my shoulders. The last 6 months, I've really tried to help include them in the decision-making process. I know that at times it was frustrating for them because they felt like decisions were made for them and they didn't really have a say. So we've tried to change that a little bit and help and get more feedback from them. And I think that does help. So I really appreciate the board as well. You guys are all wonderful, and I just feel like you guys consider our staff needs and put us first, and I really appreciate that. Our staff is our greatest asset for our library. We have a beautiful building and we have great services, but without those workers and putting their heart and soul into their jobs, the library is not nearly as great. You know, it really does make a difference when you have a staff who are engaged with customers and doing their part in the community. So I'm so grateful for them. I did. I don't know if I need a 3% raise though. I'll have to redo the budget.
We will shift some stuff around.
Okay. Well, yeah, I just want to make sure you guys are, I did a lot of goals in my evaluation about the programming and things that we wanted to focus on for next year, but maybe we can talk a little bit more next meeting when we're not going in the holidays about if you're okay with that plan moving forward. Are we going in the right direction? Or, talk more about the playground and outreach services and things like that I had on my evaluation.
Sounds good.
Okay. I wish I could give you like a 10% raise. You guys don't get paid very well at all.
Just consider I've got it.
So
I hear some possible ambiguous feelings about that. What can you say about that, Dina?
about what?
About the raise? The raise?
I don't know. I hate taking a raise without giving that to my employees as well, because they work just as hard as I do. And I'd hate to be put above, given more than what they are given. I know that we were going to tackle that again in June and probably give another pay raise when we saw how much money was coming in from taxes. So
But they got a raise when we did the budget and you did not. Isn't that right?
no, I got the same, like whatever raise that they got. I got a 2% or something or whatever we decided. I don't remember. I'd have to go back to the notes. So I got a little bit of a raise, but nobody got 3%. It might have, our part-time staffers might have gotten the 3%. I didn't really calculate it as a percentage. I just bumped them up like $1.50, depending on where they were. So, but they're still not making tons of money. So I do have concerns about that, the budget and everything with giving me a raise at this time. So.
Well, if you want to discuss it in January again, look at the budget
Yeah, let me look.
You needed a raise.
Yeah, let me look at numbers, but I really don't want to take a raise without my team.
I think that's my fault, Dina. So, because I led them to believe, everybody, when we discussed it, that I thought you passed on it when everybody else got one until we did your evaluation.
No, I had questioned. I asked if you guys wanted to wait to give a raise after my after the first of the year in the evaluation, and we must have miscommunicated. So I just turned it in to the accountant as everybody got the raises that were discussed, and so So I want to be upfront and honest about that. So I think it was like I'll have to go back and see my notes. Do you remember what we decided on? Do you guys have the minutes in front of you and just for December?
For December.
Or for November, I'm sorry.
I do.
Are you saying that's in there?
Did we do that raises in November or just
No, I don't
The
think
minutes
so.
for December.
I want to say it was like August.
I was thinking it was
It's
closer
the-
to when we passed
Was
the
it-
budget.
could have been October. I'll have to check on that. Can we talk about it in January and I'll have more details and everything.
That's good.
Yeah, I thought the board had indicated that everybody was going to take the raise. So I just went ahead and did myself as well. But
I think it was our intentions, but we all had it in our mind. I think when you had mentioned, well, I'd like I could wait until after my director's evaluation. We all had that in our mind that you had mentioned that, but it sounds like we made you do it.
I'm sorry if I misunderstood. We can roll back that if you want to go back. But
Absolutely not.
No. No way.
I
Absolutely
feel
not.
very well taken care of as far as wages concerned and benefits. I don't have any complaints there at all. And but I do want to make sure we'll revisit this in June at least with my staff because they've done a fabulous job. So
That's fair.
okay.
I've left my agenda upstairs too. Did we have anything else on the agenda?
No, I don't think so. I think we just need to make a motion to adjourn.
Okay. Anybody else have anything to bring up before we make an motion?
Hope everyone has a Merry Christmas.
You too.
How everyone do, and be safe, as safe as you can, and we'll get through this thing.
Yep. I'm going to be a grandma. Hopefully tonight I'll be a grandma for Christmas.
Best wishes with that.
Yes, you will be.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Can't ask for a better present.
I know. We're excited. So
I'll make a motion to adjourn at 6:23.
Second?
Okie dokie.
All in favor?
Thank you, everyone.